Well, hello everybody, this is LA and it is November 22nd. This is for the week of the 20th, Thanksgiving week. Let me wish all of you a happy Thanksgiving. I know it's been a strange year, it has been for us as well here at the little family. Not what I would call the best of years in terms of family relationships. It's been difficult to see people to do things, and I know that probably you have encountered the same issues as we have, and it's a tough time. It's been a tough year. Fortunately, we've done well in the markets, which makes it a little bit easier. Hopefully you've done the same, but try to do your best through these holiday weeks that are upcoming to keep your spirits up and your head up. Things will get better. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. Let me pop into here and go over this. I usually don't do that kind of a speech, but it just seems like this has been such a tough year that it was worth saying something and encouraging all of you, as many of you have encouraged me. So looking at the market, right? Market was down last week, actually mixed last week, and it was really more of the rotation stuff, right? You can see here the Russell gaining while the S&P was down, NASDAQ up slightly while the NDX was down. Bonds again pushing higher, yields coming lower. I shouldn't say again, but they did that. Dollar was down on the week, although gold isn't getting any kind of benefit from the dollar right now. Seems like Bitcoin is the place that people want to make their bets. If you look over here, though, you can see the rotation clearly. Energy, 5.7% higher. You actually had communications up, industrials up. Again, it's the rotation out of like technology that was moving right into other things. Now, the durables didn't get the gains this week, and they're struggling a little bit here at the high. But overall, the rotation really was continuing. If we look at it in general, right, world equities are heading higher. I mean, here's France, breakout, to highs, extension. The stocks, which is a broad market of sort of the Dow Jones, if you will, S&P, if you will, of Europe, also pushing out and holding. Here's Brazil, a breakout. If you go into Asia, right, you see the breakouts everywhere there. Korea breakout extension, Taiwan breakout extension, and the Nikkei was here, Taiwan's there. And so you're seeing this breakout extension around the world. It's not just here in the U.S. It's not just in a few European countries. It's pretty much everywhere. Here we're kind of in a pause. You can see we've got up to this. We broke out of this highs here, right, made a new high, fell back, created this range, this big range, and we're at the very top of that range. And we've gotten two dojis in a row, essentially, but it's on higher volume both times, and it's hanging at these highs, trying to break out and extend higher. Whether it breaks out or not, immediately, I don't think that's the question. I think it will break out. It's just a question of when. Looking at the bullish ABCD structures, those are still in place. If we look at the qualified trends, you can see that here on the weekly, we're actually on the red line, right? We've actually crossed under, so we have a lot more bullish, and there's quite a bit of sideways now that's keeping the bullish from being up to the this extended area. Prices started to come down a little bit, but this is continuing up. And if you look at it on the daily, you've got the same sort of scenario. But we are, on the daily, we are up in that extension area. And so we could get a setback as a result of this. It would be normal if that happened. And so don't be surprised if we do get a setback. And if it did, what would it look like? I think that this line that we've been supporting up here, which is off of this prior swing point high, so that's the retest region, the bottom of it. They've bought it each time it's came down there. Whether they'll buy it this next time is a lot less likely. In other words, I would expect if we do come down again Monday, Tuesday, we'll probably break that line. But then the next one kicks in, right? That's this swing point high, and I expect them to buy it. If it were to fall through that, whether it's this coming week or the week after, I do expect there to be heavy buying down in this lower area. And so, again, multiple levels of support. It would be sort of a shakeout if they did that, in my opinion, in a place to buy this thing. Conclusions for me is a very strong bullish background here and around the world. If we get the retrace, expect it to be bought and use that as a buying opportunity. I expect this week actually to be bullish overall again, usually before Thanksgiving and after, or the big days up. And a lot of this is based on this vaccine, right? The vaccine fast track approvals, those were applied for either Friday or Saturday. I think it was Friday. And I expect they'll probably approve them. And the market's betting on that, right? It's betting also on more market or more stimulus coming in, extension of some of these programs like the rents and so forth. Expectation is those things are going to get pushed on out further and more stimulus come in. Weekly prognostication last week was a most likely scenario. If I look at it this week, expect this market to push up to those highs and test them. Best case would be break out over them. Worst case is probably come into that area I talked about and get bought and push back up to flat on the week. And that's it. Have yourself a great one. Stay safe, folks. I'll see you next time.